Welcome back to Chengdu, China. Ni hao to you all as we continue the women's series stop here, the first of the year. Right from the heart of the Sichuan province, we have seen some action today. Games have been close, highly contentious. We've seen game winners, we've seen overtime, and we got 6 more 10-minute sprints for y'all. We are not done yet by a long stretch. We will be right with you all the way through until about 8:30 tonight is when we wrap up pool play. But we got 2 games coming at you first at kind of that middle section of the day. Second game for Amsterdam. First time we get a look at Germany here in 2026. The Olympic gold medal winners have a big name on the roster. We'll get to that in just a second as we get you reintroduced to Amsterdam first. Amsterdam with a gutsy overtime win over Beijing. They handled the Chinese size, got the game to extra time, and then Kiki Fleuren knocked down a 2-ball ice cold to get him a W. New face on the roster, Lotte Sont in her women's series debut. And there she is, Kiki Fleuren, with that big shot to put Amsterdam up in extra basketball. Joined by Julia Jorritsma, another new add to the team, a part of the Netherlands squad last year on the women's series. Hybrid player, can do it all. And there's the incredible Coke. This is your team, Amsterdam. They're surgical, they're strategic. And they got their eyes on the prize here. A second win in pool play would put them ahead of the pack. Moving into the knockout rounds tomorrow, Coach Maxim Kovacevic apparently not looking at the court to start the game. He will be in just a second. But we mentioned a big name was making a return. It's Marie Reichert, back for Germany after a year not playing 3x3. The gold medal winner at the 24 Paris Olympics etched her name into the history books. Didn't play last season, but is back on the women's pro circuit. She is joined by Ama Degbion, the 30-year-old that has firmly taken control of this German squad with her defense. Victoria Poros and Sara Poleros as well. Poleros is maybe the most prolific offensive rebounder in all of women's 3x3. 7.1 rebounds per game last year in 3 events played in the women's series. And almost 40% of those rebounds were on the offensive glass. Of course, a part of the World Cup and Europe Cup team as well. And on the women's series for the last couple of seasons. And Germany bring a lot of size to this competition, specifically with Degbion, Poleros, and Reichert. Poros is going to have to do the shooting, a 30% shooter from range in 4 events last year. 3rd season on the women's series for her as well. So a slightly retooled roster here for the Germans. Again, 4 events played last year, 18th in the standings, a 6-7 records. Finished top 4 twice in Orleans and Ulaanbaatar. And again, they carry some of that Olympic pedigree with them with Reichert, who's bringing that 1 meter and 88 centimeters tall frame to the show here. Both squads actually bringing in a decent amount of size. Germany is going to look to attack some mismatches. The Netherlands are going to work that screening game. There's Julia Jorritsma, stepped in, coming in from that Netherlands squad last year. She is super important as she can fill a lot of roles with her ball handling and her screening ability as well. The Netherlands already come in 1-0. Germany, this is their first action of the day.
It's about to go down. Shout out DJ Last, making it last. And I'm looking at
Make sure, if you're not following us, to hit us up on the gram, y'all, at FIBA 3x3 and at FIBA 3x3W to get a look at all of the action from Chengdu this weekend. Also, hit me up at 3x3 to Mountain. Happy to respond to all your messages if I have time in between games, which I will not have. For the next 6 ones, here is Amsterdam getting things started. Go down to the block, can't get it over Reichert. Germans move the ball around in the perimeter. Flare screen for Poros, it's Reichert. Straight back to work. Looks like she didn't miss any time after that year off. 1-0 Germany. Jorritsma. That is what drives this Amsterdam team. They work screening angles to get you in a disadvantageous position. This time it's Jorritsma from the outside sniping one in. Julia loses her defender. Reichert got things going though for Germany. She has the ball up top. Reichert working in the paint. Right hand hook down again. Three going straight to work. Kiki can't get it. And that will be something to watch as Kiki Fleuret might be limited in her actions going to the basket. With the size and length of this German team. Hand off. And a screen for Degbion. Poros wants to pull that trigger off the glass. 4-2 Germany over Amsterdam. Poros. A big 2-ball with a little bit extra from the backboard here in Chengdu. Koch has position. Poleros forced the foul. First on the Germans. Fleuret curls into a 2-ball. We saw her hit from that spot before. And as mentioned, Kiki stated she's feeling a lot better than last year after coming back from 2 significant injuries. Looking spry out there. This time it's Koch.
Down to the block. Straight
post work. 5 apiece. A lot of offense in this one early. A foul on Fleuret now down low on the block. Kiki Fleuret separates here. That curl is tough to defend. Reichert not timely enough with the contest. Reichert, there she is. And that's what she does. Fleuret again. Can't get it. Koch saves it in bounds, but it is out of time. Shot clock violation on the Dutch. Both teams have come out here ready to hoop. Offense looks sharp so far. Screening game now. But too much on it from Poleros. A push off, according to referee Gonzalo Pazchaponi. Second foul on Deutschland. High post look here for Amsterdam. Screening game. Koch had a lane. Passes just a little bit overshot. Koch from the corner. No luck on that one. And another foul on Amsterdam as Germany is clearly targeting Kiki Fleuret. With all the mismatches, they can get going in the paint.
3 on Amsterdam. Germany ball, they lead by 1. 6-5.
Poros, oh, what a feed. Degbion wide open.
Left hand late. 7-5.
She found a pour in the defense. Right in between 2 defenders. Is Degbion in the spot. Kiki, no.
Germany, so both teams with 13 fouls. And Amsterdam ball. They trail by 2.
Fleuret working the physicality here. It's an interesting tweak to this Amsterdam offense that they sometimes like to post up Kiki Fleuren. Undersized, yes. Very physical player. This time around, a little confusion. Jorritsma takes it herself, is fouled on the play. Reichert can't believe it. Take a look at it again. There's a lot of forearm, a lot of contact. So Julia Jorritsma to the stripe. Jorritsma has been on the women's series circuit since 2022. Silver medal winner at the Europe Cup back then as well. Cashes in on the free throw. Poros. And a TV timeout. Germany holding a 1-point lead here after the first 3 minutes of play, and it's been Marie Reichert in her return, using all that size. Bank account open for Poros as well, but they keep finding Marie. So we implore you, if you look in the bottom right of your screen, to scan the QR code to get involved. You get the schedule, you get some mini games, you get the standings as well. And you can get your picture on the big board here in Chengdu. Win some prizes from the couch to the half court. Make sure you get involved and scan that QR code. Salt, stifle. And a travel now as Amsterdam put the pressure on Germany. So while we saw a ton of offense in the first 3 minutes, now it is slowed down with a couple of turnovers.
At the wing.
Fleuren with the separation again. She's been money all day. Second two-piece of the contest for Kiki Fleuren. Degbion looking to answer. It's poked out. Fader for Degbion off the glass, and we're tied at 8 apiece. Coke, quick answer. Amsterdam isn't afraid, doesn't shy away from the physicality for this German team. Degbion, though. Poleros with the offensive board. Scraps for it. No, no way. I'm about to say, that is a creative attempt, but it didn't go down. Little discussion there between Sara Poleros. An extended arm is what she gets called for. Germany is already at 6 fouls, a little over 4 minutes in. Fleuren can now just go to the basket at will against Poros and pours it in, 10 to 8. This is where Amsterdam can take advantage, as Germany has had to expend a lot of fouls. Poros stifled, and again, that is sent back all the way to Germany by Julia Jorritsma. Tenacious defense by the Dutch.
26 seconds away from the half, away mark. Good defense from Jorritsma.
Cool, gets some separation now.
Deuce, no juice.
Hasn't really found the stroke yet today. Normally a plus level shooter.
Germany now trailing by 2.
Last year a 25% shooter from deep.
On the attack,
here guarding Degbion. Degbion with the footwork. Difficult shot for Ama.
Nice move.
Beautiful move and a good finish too. Reichert takes over and gets it taken right back, but a foul called on the play. Marie went down as there was some pushing and shoving here. You can see that. Fleuren's left hand extends.
Rock on top. Lenos kicks it to Degbion. Crossover. Pulls up for a 2.
Degbion
No good.
has had to do a lot of individual creation in this one so far. German team normally very sharp attacking the mismatches, but not many to be found, which leaves Ama out there on an island.
11-9, Amsterdam leading.
This time around, they get it to Poleros. Poleros is fouled.
Whistle from the official.
Sara Poleros not on the scoreboard yet.
So to the line, Sarah.
Normally a 6-point per game score. But she can start here in Germany's first game. A little over halfway in. There we go.
Shot catches it. Cha-ching. 11-10. Turns it off. Oh, gets it right back.
Joritsma, that is in and out.
Well, in and out like
Just off the mark. Degbion traced it down. A shot clock violation the result. And you can see the makings of this German team. They are a stout defensive unit, that is for sure. But they bring 3 players that don't quite have the ball handling you would love to see, in the sense that they're bigger players, they can outplay mismatches, but it forces Ama Degbion to the perimeter as Kiki Fleur scoops it up and around.
nice move.
It forces Degbion out to the perimeter, which I'm not sure is quite her strength. Poros, the only true ball handler on the squad, has to set up all of the action here as we've gotten to our second TV timeout. Good thing for the Germans, their defense is held up. Kiki Fleuren has been all that more for the Dutch, though. Amsterdam's gotten 6 points out of her. Attacking relentlessly now that the Germans are in foul trouble. Setting up her teammates as well, spraying the place with a couple of 2 balls. She's had a good game. Reichert's done most of the damage for the Germans. 4 points for her, Degbion with 3. Poleros will now take a seat, and Koch will sit for the Dutch. Poros, they're zoning in on her shot. She opts for a drive. A great fake.
Sweet fake like Splenda.
Sant. A mismatch down low. Lotte Sant is cash money in the paint. 2-point lead for the Amsterdam team now, and they lose Reichert. Bring that lead back down to 1.
Easy money. 13-12.
Joritsma. Both teams are going straight at the mismatches. Poros and Fleuren are being targeted non-stop. Good hands by Joritsma. The Dutch get another extra possession. And now Fleuren trying to work on Poros. Gets a screen. Fleuren kicks it down to the paint. Sant, second attempt is fouled. As this 7th on the Germans, who are sending Lotte Sant to the free throw line for 2. The Dutch, by the way, also at the bonus now.
Gold medalist in the 3x3 U23 World Cup 2023.
Sant, a couple of easy looks here. And as we mentioned, women's series debut, but she's got some pedigree. Silver at the Under-23 World Cup in 24. Gold, of course, in 2023.
Shooters roll. 16-12.
4-point lead now for Amsterdam.
Down low.
Have to deal with Poleros here, who easily gets a bucket inside. Good use of her physicality. But the screen and roll game for the Netherlands is just continuing to plague the Germans. Koch, this, oh no, she dropped her. A double cross from Lieselotte Koch, but the shot doesn't go down. Reichert and Poleros are playing gimme with the Wilson, but just won't go down. Now Degbion in position to score. That eventually goes. Joritsma. And no roll, as Koch was stuck in between 2 defenders. Under 2 minutes to go in this one, and it's been a close one as we've seen all day. Highly contentious games here from Chengdu.
Crunch time, like a bag of potato chips. Let's go.
Kick down to Deg Bayon, who contorts but can't make it. Out the sump. Amsterdam have Koch underneath the basket. That is good positioning. Both teams are playing through the paint. The two ball not going all that much. Although Koch here has other ideas. She takes a drive, kicks it. Fleur. Fleur behind the screen, some space for Kiki. Only iron on that one.
Entry pass, nice angle.
Deg Bayon. Germany back within 2 yet again. Fleur very quickly gets an answer going for the Dutch ladies. Deg Bayon from deep. There goes the offensive rebound again. Venos is up to 4 or 5 offensive rebounds already in this game. A lob pass right on the money. What a find from Kiki Fleur. Amsterdam need 2 to get to 21. Boleros forces up a miss. And the surgicalness continues. The Netherlands, or Amsterdam, are hitting a high percentage of their looks. They have not been able to stop Deg Bayon, though. Point game here. Sump to Fleur. Fleur on the baseline, down to Sump. That is a foul, and Lotte Sump will go to the free throw stripe with 2 chances at game point here. Boros pulls on the emergency break, prevents the score. Now it's up to Sump. And a timeout called. So the Dutch could finish the game here with 22.1 seconds on the clock. If, by any chance, Lotte Sump misses both free throws, Germany still has a shot. But a 3-point separation for Amsterdam leaves them with very, very little time to get anything going. Sump, though, could end things and get the Dutch to 2-0. First one is on the front of the rim.
Not gonna get 2 shots, so she just needs 1. There you go.
And the second one is pure. The Netherlands go undefeated through pool play here. And I keep confusing them. Amsterdam, of course, go undefeated through pool play. They get a great game out of Kiki Fleur, who led the way in all scorers with 7 points. Koch had 6. And Jorritsma and Sump both combined for 4 apiece. Amsterdam, again, undefeated after that 21-17 victory. The Germans will have to battle it out with Beijing later on to see if they can punch their ticket into the quarterfinals tomorrow, with hopes of contending for the prize here in Chengdu. You enjoy the highlights and the pictures of the crowd who has poured into the venue here as we will switch action to Pool A. Second game we see from Mongolia, and the first time we get a look at Yanjing. That game's on deck in 5 minutes. Stay with me.
希望大家的热情比现在还要更加高涨，为我们的燕京队加油助威。因为今天的小组赛将会有12组12支队伍，选出8强，进入到明天的决战当中。所以每一场的比赛，每一分都是非常的关键。我们的主场需要我们与大家一同守护，共同捍卫。
All right, I told you to stick around. We got Pool A action. Last team we haven't seen yet today, Yanjing, but first Mongolia, who played I'd say a good 8 minutes of competitive 3x3 basketball against their country ladies, not countrymen, of Ulaanbaatar Amazon. They were up for most of that game. Got good performances out of a couple of their players, but the game just lasted a little bit too long, and they end up losing down the stretch. The inside presence for this team is Erdenebaya Narango. She's joined by new Ed Bachagal Nyamtetseg, who showed out in their first game. I got to say, she looked comfortable with the rock, handled it well, and hit some gitsy shots. Chenja Bolor Tsetseg out too. And Batsoj Bolor Erdine, a transfer from the Amazons. This is Mongolia. And they're going to look to try to get a W, as this is their only chance of making it into the knockout rounds. Despite playing that really good game, this could be where it ends for them if they lose to this team. Yanjing, a newly formed squad, 12th seed here. Some familiar names, some not as much. Jiaji Liu out first, 18 years of age in her Women's Series debut. Xin Yang Wang has some Women's Series experience, one event in 2024, one in 2023. We got Zhu Wang. And Xin Yang Wang, or Yunya Wang, I believe. Yunya Wang in the Nations League for China last year. That's her Women's Series debut.
Team representatives link up with the 3x3 Infinity logo for the coin toss, facilitated by official Dorothy Okach from Botswana, and joining her on the half court, we have official Cecilia.
So, referee Dorothy Okach with the toss here. Yin Yang brings some size in Yue Wang. She played on the Women's Series last year for Shanghai, but mainly a Nations League player. Under 21 Nations League in 2024, there she is. And we are ready to get going with this Pool A 10-minute sprint. And win here, I think, goes a long way towards qualifying tomorrow, as Yanjing still have a matchup with the Ulaanbaatar Amazons waiting for them. And that is a star-studded roster you have to go up against, although they did show some vulnerability earlier. Mongolia will start with the rock here. And it's poked away.
将迎战成对蒙古。蒙古的这个跑位非常的。
Narango looked at a 2, opted out of it. No shot clock awareness. As that those 12 seconds go by fast. Turnover on Mongolia.
那在3人篮球的比赛当中啊，每一次的进攻时间只有12秒钟，所以每次的进攻啊都需要在12秒钟之内完成，那否则就会发生球权的转换。
And it's Yunya from the mid-range. Yamtsetseg with the turn, fouled on the play. It's a little head fake that we've seen a couple of times now from Bajikal Yamtsetseg. And a good fake here, creating that physical contact. Yamtsetseg gets Mongolia on the board first. Mongolians we know to be physical players, but I'm not sure if they're going to hold up against the physical strength that Yunya Wang is bringing to the table. Oh, but that helps. Twos, I'm sorry, beat ones. That is most often the case. Botsoi with a make. Just enough separation on the screen there. She's knocked a couple of these down already. An expanded role for her this year after being on the Ulaanbaatar roster last year, mainly as a piece outside of Kulan and Adi and Setseg. Now tasked with more offensive responsibility, and I like what I've seen so far. Yunya returns for Yanjing.
Both teams got a foul at the same time. So the foul number 1 on Team Mongolia, and the second foul on Team Yanjing.
Oh, Yamtsetseg again with the fakery, but this time she forgets the Wilson. And then she has to deal with Yunya down there. They load the handle. Turnover, Yanjing. Narango's got position under the basket. Good catch, but 3 in the paint. Took a little bit too long to develop there. One extra pass is what Mongolia needed, but enough time on the clock. The Ulaanbaatar Amazons in the stands, of course, watching the game. I'm sure cheering on their countrymen. Sidestep. Liu is off the mark. Bowler Erdeen tries the same thing going left. That is also short. And the misses continue. Difficult shot there as Yamtsetseg continues to try to force her way to the basket. Misses and adds to it by fouling. Oh, there we go. Liu for 2 ball and an answer from Mongolia right away. Quick trigger for both teams here. Bowler Erdeen again, overseeing the half court. Yamtsetseg hangs and hits. Mongolia having no trouble scoring to Wilson here early in the game. A miss under the basket, but a free throw coming up for Xinjiang. Look at Yamtsetseg taking the contact, flipping it backwards off the glass. Senyo on the foul line. Teams sticking close. A one-possession game here as Yanjing take over. Liu. Try to get some screening action going here. But it ends up being another one-on-one take. Offensive rebound, though. They fight for it, and they get a point. Tied at 6. Narango wants it. Sidestep, Bolor Tsetseg. Uh-oh. We got a wedgie. Oh, wait. I thought I had to go get up and get that, but Xinjiang can actually jump and get the... Wow. That's athleticism right there. Anyway, both teams are coming in hot. A 6-6 game here after 3.5 minutes of play almost. It's Wang Yue with two balls for Yanjing. Leading the way. Yanjing have not been able to get the power inside going. Yunya only 1 point. Meanwhile, Mongolia, they got 2 out of Bolor Erdin, Bolor Tsetseg, and Yam Tsetseg. We're playing defense here. Quick drive, throw it in reverse. And the Mongols can't answer. And foul now on Mongolia.
5 fouls already on Team Mongolia. Great job.
5 on Mongolia. Situation to keep your eye on as Yam Tsetseg saves that inbounds. Wants a screen. On the drive. The fake. The floaty. And it only hits the back of the rim. A quick transition offense there. And look at the size. Wang Yunya, low to handle, but there's the answer for Mongolia. It's Yam Tsetseg Bajirgal yet again. And then a foul called inside.
All right. A whistle called. Another foul.
Yam Tsetseg has just been a tear going to the basket. No one home for trying to catch her. She's got 3 points, but Mongolia face a 1-point deficit. They travel on to check. We've seen this now a lot of times. It's been a point of emphasis for about a year now. Not emphasized enough, apparently. Bolor Erdin. And the Mongolians are putting a lot of pressure on the paint. They're going to the rim at will. They're getting a lot of screens going. Yanjing with no answer. Now an offensive foul. Xinjiang turned into that screen. You can see here the hip. Hitting Bolor Erdin, who goes down. 4th foul on the Chinese squad. As Xinjiang will take a seat. Narango, good take. The game plan for Mongolia is clearly to try attack Wang Yunya with speed. The number 8 for Yanjing on your screen right now. A sizable opponent in the paint. Not the quickest of foot speeds. So they're trying to take advantage of that by having anybody that has her as a defender go at her. It's working to the tune of a 1-point lead here. Yam Tsetseg gets it. That's the mismatch they want. That's the mismatch they want. Yam Tsetseg around Yunya, who holds up well. And now they have to deal with her size and strength. Well, tit for tat, apparently. Inverse pick and roll. Narango kicks it. Yam Setseg now on the drive. Wants to share. 2 on the shot clock. Backdoor cut. Bowler Erdin. And another possession for Mongolia. Precision passing inside. Narango can't finish the job, but another offensive board. Not enough time on the clock to get a shot up there. Mongolia is true to form, getting themselves a lot of extra possessions on the offensive glass and with some steals and deflections. Haven't converted many scores yet, though. Tied game at 9 after that Yanjing score. And now Bowler Erdin's going to work. Her and Yam Setseg have been a godsend to this Mongolia squad. Talked about it in their first game. This is a team that struggled mightily to score in their events last year. Only 10 points per game. But Batsoy, Bowler Erdin, and Batjargal and Yam Setseg have injected some new life in this Mongolian offense. They got 4 apiece, and their team is in the lead by 2 going into the second TV timeout. 11-9 to score, 6-6 to fouls. These teams are trying to move into the knockout rounds tomorrow. And a win here would go a long way, with Yanjing still having to face off with the Ulaanbaatar Amazons. Mongolians are playing a more together brand of 3x3. Yanjing is looking to exploit size. A piece of that size is on the bench right now in Wang Yunya. Bowler Erdin sits for Mongolia. Game start. Narango stuck. Gets it down to the block. 1 on the shot clock. Has to shoot it. Bowler Setseg. Midi work. New crossing right to left again. Leaving them all in the dust, but again, no make on the other end of it. Great move, not a good finish. Now she has to deal with the size of Narango. Gets away from it by pushing. That's not a smart decision, though. That puts Bayan Narango in the stripe for 2. And pure from there. Narango, who played 5 events last year, 80% shooter from the stripe in those 5 events. She's the size for this Mongolia squad, but misses 1 of 2. Screening game now. Bowler Erdin finds her on the cut. 14-9. Mongolia has taken control of this game over the last few minutes. And the whistles keep coming. And a great play again. Bowler Erdin on the cut this time. Timeout on the floor. And the Mongolian lead has swelled. They're up by 6 right now. They're getting a very balanced contribution from all their players, actually. Everybody scored 3 or more. Meanwhile, Yanjing are struggling to get anything going. They cannot get the Wilson to the people they want to get it to, which is Wang Yunya and Wang Xingyang, their size. Another one. The Mongolians are cutting harder than hurtful words. There, they finally get it to Xinjiang. Maybe some life for Yanjing. But time not in their favor. 2:44 on the clock. They're looking at a 6-point deficit. Great pass here. Down in the block. And a good finish in the paint. Oh, my goodness. That was the right idea. But there was a hand in there. And Yanjing profits from it by getting the score. Narango fouled. We'll get 2 more free throws. Narango here hit on the forearm. She'll go to the stripe where she just split a pair. This is the first. Second one's good. Back to a 6-point lead for Mongolia, who have defended well and their offense has held up. Now we're getting to that mark where last time around they started to struggle a little bit. That was against a way more experienced team than Yanjing. Out of bounds it goes. Yanjing will get possession here. They need a score at this point. 2:03 left. They need to get anything going. They got their tallest lineup out there. But apparently height can shoot as well. Wang Xinjiang brings her total to 6 points. Just what the doctor ordered. 2-possession game as a result. Nyam Tsetseg to Bolor Tsetseg. Back to Nyam Tsetseg. And that is well-played defense by Yanjing, who don't only get a 2-ball to go down, they also get a stop. Top of the key, a sidewinder from Xinjiang, who now leads all scorers with 6 points. Yuya tries her hand at 1-2. So all of Xinjiang's size is now shooting. Bowler Erdine, no. Xinjiang can get closer here. The 18-year-old, yes. Liu Yaji with her first bucket of the game. What a time to get it all off the glass. Big shot by Nyam Tsetseg. A line drive. Just enough separation. Pulls up for one. Cashes in off the glass. And just like that, Mongolia is 2 away from game. Midi work. Blau. 19-15. Under a minute to go. Nyam Tsetseg looking to operate. And that's midi work as well. Surprises Junior Wang with a unorthodox pull-up there. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound. We don't know who it's going to. It is out of bounds, however. But it's looking like Mongolia might come away with this one, which would force Yanjing to have to beat the Ulaanbaatar Amazons to even stand a chance. Some time to talk it over. What can you do in 39.3 seconds as Yanjing? Not the most experienced of 3x3 teams. And they won't even have possession. They're at 9 fouls, so they can't foul either. Next defensive foul will put Mongolia on the stripe for 2 and give them possession back. But this is a way to get the ball. An offensive foul on Mongolia. They cough it up. They give Yanjing a shot at this.
35.3 seconds left on the clock.
Yanjing go with a lineup where they get both offense and defense. Wang Yun are the most sizable players on the bench. But the mini bag is real for Wang Yue. Our bowler Dean no good. It's touched, however. So Mongolia will retain possession. 3.1 on the shot clock. Turn around, Jay. And Yanjing keep pouring it on, but time's running out. Mongolia can dribble the clock out here. Tsetseg. And that is all she wrote. Mongolia hang on for a 20-17 victory, an encouraging sign for them as they take a big step towards qualifying into the knockout rounds tomorrow. Bachagonyam Tsetseg was quite something. 7 points for her to lead the way. Batsoy Bullardine with 6. Yanjing, they got one more matchup to go, and they're going to have to win it. After going down 20-17, Coach Steve, sir, I'm sure he's happy. I'm sure he's a happy fellow right now. Anyway, enjoy the highlights, enjoy the show. We get ready to get back to game time here in just a few minutes. The Aussies meet up with Brazil after these highlights. These are your standings so far in women's pool play here from Chengdu. As we shift our attention to Pool D, the closeout game with Brazil and the Aussies lacing them up. And Brazil, I'm telling you, they have quite the tall mountain to climb. There's a lot of things that need to go into them qualifying for the knockout rounds. We'll get to that after we get you reintroduced to the Aussies, though. Australia squeaked by with a 1-point win over the USA. Marina Whittle got it done with a big 2-ball down the stretch. And here come the Kangaroos. It's Lauren Nicholson in her Women's Series debut. She showed some good things in that first game. A couple of mid-rangers that went down. First ever 3x3 event for her. She's joined by the sharpshooter, Amy Atwell. And there's the size. The one manning the paint. Hannah Hank. And there is your Olympian, your game winner, Marina Whittle. Big performance by her in that game against the USA. And these are the Gangaroos that are going to have to do it today. A win here would put them first in pool play with some good odds and chances to draw a favorable matchup. Again, Pool D crossing with Pool B, which is not wrapped up yet. There's all the offense for Brazil in their first game. Liana Hopkins had 5. Brazil had 5. They lost 21-5 to the United States of America, and some things need to fall their way if they want to continue in the tournament. First of all, they need to win, and they need to beat the Aussies by 12. If not, they're already out. Second, this is their 4th game of the day. They started way earlier this morning in the qualifying draw, so their legs must be tired, they must be gassed. But if anyone's up for the task and is going to try to wrestle this one out, it's Rayan, Victoria Moura, Luana de Souza, and of course, like we mentioned, Liana Hopkins. I'm sure they're going to scrub that loss to the USA from their minds and get a better presentation of themselves in here against a Gangaroo squad that looked pretty good. So tall odds, steep odds for Brazil. We'll see what they do with them. Teams get some warm-ups in. Australia, the more sizable squad as well. These teams have met up a couple of times in the past, of course. Last time around at the Olympic qualifying tournament in 2024, a 2-point Australia win. The other time I could find was at the World Championships way back in 2012. I don't think that's worth mentioning the score from, but for those of you that are interested, a 15-7 win for the Aussies. That is so long ago that I was still playing. So half-court action in Chengdu. We've been coming at you all day today. We'll be coming at you all day tomorrow, where we start the World Tour campaign for the men's, as that is also happening. Women's knockout rounds, we'll get that work done. And we'll crown a victor here in Chengdu for the women's tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we close out with World Tour action, their knockout rounds. We'll get to all of that, of course, tomorrow. Got to wrap up today first. Come on, boss. Focus. 4 more games left, 4 10-minute sprints until we know who will represent in the knockout rounds, and we'll have a chance at that crown and the prize money tomorrow. Final discussions, final huddles, final talks. I'm looking at Brazil and how they enter the battle arena here. Can they come out strong? This isn't a team that is a high-powered offense. They have not gotten to the 21-point mark at all today. Not in the qualifying draw, and especially not against the United States. And they are going to need to, and they're going to need to keep the Aussies away from scoring almost any points. We've seen weirder things in 3x3, so let's see what they can do. Game time. Chengdu. Here we go.
Let's go.
Double high post looks for the Aussies to start. Whittle looking to find Nicholson. Whittle fading in the post. That is one of the spots we see Marina Whittle operate from a lot. She likes that little fall away shot from just outside the arc. Gets it back in the same position, but Rayan breaks it up. Rayan on the move, in out, with the fakery and then the foul. No make on the layup. But Rayan de Freitas will take a trip to the free throw stripe. Good up fake here, and Atwell pulling on the emergency break there. Atwell from the corner, no response. That is all air. Hopkins with a good roll to the basket, can't finish over Nicholson. And now the Souza in trouble with Hank posting her up. Brazil expend a foul in a 1-1 game after about a minute of play. And get it back to Hank. Scored on the second attempt. Good pick and roll action. Moura finishes it up for Brazil. A game with some pace finally. It's been a day full of slow burners, a day full of grinds. And this game is starting out at least with a couple of scores here, now a foul. Different look here for the Aussies, who are straight up dumping it all into Hank. Why not? She has been scoring. Lefty finish at the rim. So they are trying to play the size game in this one. Hank now posting up again, thrown to the ground. Brazil has to be careful not to expend too many fouls here. They're at 2 for now. About a minute and 20 seconds in. But the game plan for the Kangaroos is clear. Hannah Hank is the tallest and most physical player on the court right now. Get it to her. Or to Atwell. But Atwell misses the layup. Brazil get Moura open. Opts for a drive past Whittle. No. There's Hank again. I'm telling you, this is a quite a different approach from the Aussies that we've seen in the past. Normally we see a lot of one-on-ones and opportunistic play. They've come in with a very clear game plan here. You'd like to see it. Whittle.
The handles.
Moura crosses herself up. And that's out of bounds. Some slippage for Moura. And she'll take a seat. Hank will head to the bench as well. So let's see what the Aussies do now. Whittle to Nicholson. Hasn't hit a 2 yet. Brazil is not attempting any 2s, although Luana here tries to trick the defense into giving her some space. Aussies get it back. Pushing foul now as Hopkins is overly physical.
Team foul number 4 on Brazil, so they only have 2 more fouls to give.
4 fouls on Brazil already, and so far the offense not looking all that crisp. In a game they need to win by 12 or more. Hank is put into place, but pushes off. Swung back with the off arm. Offensive foul call.
2 team fouls and Brazil with 4 team fouls. The mirror image there. Team fouls and buckets or points.
Luana.
Offline.
Hank back out on the court. You can guess where that rock's going. Somehow keeps possession. It's Whittle down to Hank, who is hacked.
Whistle from the official.
And Brazil,
2-woman game there.
they are discussing whether this was a play on the ball. They're going to take a look at it, I think. Oh, never mind. It's a TV timeout. But a hard foul by Hopkins will put Hannah Hank on the stripe. She's got 3 to lead the way for the Aussies. We're up 4-2. Brazil's in foul trouble already. 5 fouls at the first TV timeout. A little over 3 minutes in. at risk of falling out of the tournament is Brazil. They've had no answer for Hank.
Yes, that's that Sichuan spice. It's nice.
And add to her totals, 5-2 to score now. Oh, Hank sends it out. And then on the drive, gets another bucket. Can someone contain Hannah Hank? She is on the loose out here in Chengdu. Look at the defensive chops on Hannah Hank, and then she turns it straight into offense. This time around, they go into Atwell. A miss, a second miss. Nicholson now has it. Fades away from the mid-range. That ends up good.
7-2. Hopkins trying to navigate. Maura from the corner. Oh, in and out.
Oh, Hopkins, big bucket with the bump. She will head to the stripe with a chance to pull Brazil somewhat closer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's going to be one shot at the line. Hopkins. Thunderbolts at home.
Aussies swing it. Atwell on the attack now. She's missed a lot of her layups as Atwell. Now has to keep up with Hopkins. Luana with a clear look. Hank driving again. Takes the contact this time. Cleanly stripped. Mora. Brazil looking for any scores at this point. But still, even though the defense is held up, offense just has not. Atwell skies and snatches the Wilson away from Mura. Jump ball. It'll go to Brazil.
Jump ball. Once again, in the jump ball situation, 3x3 goes to the defensive team.
Mora.
Under.
Nope.
Oh,
Whittle get it out. And then right back to Hank, clearing out some space, missing the layup. Gets her own rebound. Fresh 12 for the Gangaroos to work with, and then a foul call. Brazil with their 6th foul. And at the halfway mark of the game, there's a lot of game time left. And that foul situation isn't looking good. Specifically with their offense functioning the way it does. Atwell, yes, cashes in. That is what she's here for. She is a lethal shooter, ladies and gentlemen. And Amy Atwell comes through yet again. Hank shares it. Atwell, 2 in a row. Luana now. Fader.
Oh, pocket off the pivot. Slick move. Wow. Pirouette. 9-5.
Whittle opts for a drive this time, fading away. Everybody on the Gangaroos is getting faded. Brazil, they get an answer. Still looking at that big deficit. And you too, Whittle. Marina now getting involved. 2 points for her.
Hopkins driving.
Hopkins cannot reciprocate.
Unable to get the angle off the glass. Cross down to
good screening action. Kick out. Atwell. Cash money. This is the difference in approach that we've seen from this Gangaroos squad. They have the patience to work the screening game. Hank then recognizes the fact that there's 2 defenders in the paint, ready to play some defense, kicks it to a wide open Amy Atwell, and she's stroking it like a rowing champ. Second 2-ball of the game for Atwell. She's brought her total up to 4. 13-6 Australia. 3:51 left on the clock. Brazil is stuck in first gear on offense. They can't get it going whatsoever.
With the hot pot. Hey, the robot is doing the robot. Yeah. It's good.
Hey, any dance move the robot does is the robot.
Yes. All right.
Mora can't get enough separation, and then it's out of bounds. Ayan can't hold on to the ball. If you're just with us, bottom right of your screen is a QR code. Scan it to get in the game. Play some games, win prizes, see the schedule. Maybe get your picture up on the video board here as well. Hit us up and scan that QR code to get from the couch to the half court. Meanwhile, the Kangaroos continue to pour it on. 8-point lead now. Screening game again with Hannah Hank, who hangs on to the Wilson, carves out space, finishes. And that Hank is more badass than Hank Schrader. For all you Breaking Bad fans out there.
And right back action with the strike back. Brazil.
Nicholson spinning baseline. And that make, well, that's a miss actually, not a make. Nothing from Hopkins on that one. Hank now just cruises to the crib. She is doing whatever she wants at this stage. 8 points for Hannah Hank to lead all scorers in this one. Hopkins pops a midi, gets her own rebound, and that's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So you got a piece. Possession will remain the same. 10 seconds. On shot clock. Luana to receive the check. Kicks it.
Luana, Brazil virtually out of competition, of course. Looking at a large deficit in this game as well. Offense just hasn't come around. They didn't manage to get a defensive grip on the Aussies as well. Looking at elimination after a tough day with 4 games. They share it though. Ryan, Hank is open again. Good catch by Hannah.
Unstoppable down low with the height and the mic.
All muscles for Hannah Hank on this one. I like the defense as well. Great game by her so far. And we're not done yet. With another position in the paint. Kicks it. Whittle. Almost. Nicholson cleans it up. That was 75% down. And still came out. More. Good find, Luana. Precision on Brazil. And now a steal. Moore gets another one. Look from the outside. This is just unfair. This is just unfair. Hank is so good at carving out space in the paint. She's got a 10-piece. Make that 11. Big performance out of Hannah Hank here, and Aussies have game point on their mind with a minute left to play. Ryan held up with a foul. I'll extend this game a tad bit longer. As Ryan here gets pushed off with the right arm. A free throw coming up.
Shooter's row.
Adwell with the fake, drives to the basket. No one home for Brazil. That is all she wrote. The Kangaroos ruled the day in their pool. 2-0 after a big, big win over Brazil. The Brazilian ladies was too much in pool play after battling it out in the qualifying draw this morning. They will not continue their quest for Chengdu supremacy. The Aussies will, as the #1 in the pool. USA moving on as well. 21-9, Australia. Hannah Hank with an 11-piece. Unstoppable in the paint. Great performance by the Kangaroos. And as mentioned, I'm noticing some things with them. They're looking more poised on offense, with more action, screening, and a true idea and a true identity with these new ladies. And I like what I'm seeing. Anyway, you're going to be seeing some highlights. That's coming up here in a second as we get set up for Pool C action. Japan and China in a rematch of the Asia Cup bronze medal game. That is on deck in about 3 minutes. So please, I implore you, stay with us. All right, next match on deck, we'll get Pool C sorted out. China and Japan lace them up as both teams lost to Poland and now have a play-in game to get to the knockout rounds. We'll get you reintroduced here. But this is a matchup with some history to it. As mentioned, these teams face off a lot at the Asia Cup, most recently in the last one. Bronze medal game.
Number 18, Kiho Miyashita.
And it's Noguchi who comes out first, joined by Kiho Miyashita. Japan was up for a long, long time, almost the entirety of the contest against Poland. But they let it slip out of their hands in the last minute of the game, specifically in the last 10 seconds of the game. And it's Ufuoma Tanaka outlast Ayu Tsurumi, Kiyo Miyashita, and Sakura Noguchi, as mentioned. Round out a different look for Japan, a slightly taller team than we're used to. They're playing with poise, they're playing together, and they're playing to win here. If not, they will be done after today. China is facing a similar situation when it comes to the amount of games played as Brazil that we saw in the last game. Fourth game of today after coming out of the qualifying draw. Lost to Poland in a nail-biter that went to overtime, where they went up one and gave Poland a couple of free throws to end the game, which they did. It's Lee Yuyan, joined by Yanjing. Zhou Mengjun out third. She's the size in the paint. And last but not least, Lee Wenxia. This is where most of the offense comes from when it comes to distributing, as well as shooting a rock, driving to the basket as well. A gifted player is Lee Wenxia. Keep your eye on her. China need to dig deep. Fourth contest of the day. Legs must be tired. as they started all the way this morning. First game of action at 10 a.m. It's 7:15 now. They're going to have to dig one more time to try and see if they can get a win here, as losing would mean they're done. Both teams get warmed up and get their last adjustments in before we start the match here.
It's about to go down, so Team China all the way.
Referees in this one,
From the qualifying
Dorothy
draw,
Okach,
referee blows the whistle, of course.
representing Botswana. Cecilia Montgomery Toth, representing Hungary.
We got the Okach
They are here
Botswana,
in the gray,
Montgomery Toth from Hungary.
as Japan's got the white jerseys on and China's rocking the red. All righty. 10-minute sprinting we go. History on the line with this matchup being played so many times. I can take you all the way back to 2017 at the World Cup, Asia Cup in 2018, the Tokyo Olympic Games, of course, who can forget that? And most recently the Asia Cup, which was a 20-15 victory for China in that bronze medal game. I'm sure the Japanese ladies remember, and they want to get some get back. Li Wenxia down to the post office right away. Zhu Mengyun put into position to score, and then Tsurumi, with a traveling violation, put under pressure. China come out with a fighting spirit, that is for sure. The crowd obviously behind their home team. Yanjing down to Li Wenxia. With a crowd like this, it's easy to gain momentum. Tsurumi can't finish up and over Zhou, and they throw the ball to me. Here you go. See, I'm happy to be a part of the game in any which way I can. This is a matchup, however, in which Japan's new look, I was going to say, could be detrimental, as they are trying to play with a little bit more size, but this helps. Noguchi with a Gucci look from two. Yanjing hangs, plays broken up. Good hands by Tsurumi and Tanaka. Here is Tanaka. Wanted to share the rock, but it bounces off of her own knee. So Japan have not been as connected as we're used to from them. And again, they're facing a lot of size with this China. And not just size, screening and cutting ability as well, as Yanjing just showed you. Miyashita speedy. Yanjing again, starting out strong here. China with a 4-3 lead. Miyashita just going to the rack at will. It's become a contest of one-on-ones now. Why not? That pass is now Japan's possession. Tsurumi looking at the basket, drives, hangs, and layup is off the mark. This is what China will do all game long. They're going to try to put Tsurumi under the basket, as she is slightly undersized. I'll say that. Becca Yanjing working that mid-range game. We are tied at 4, however. Take by Zhu is stifled. Oh no, she brought it to the floor. No Gucci's. Man. Look at the in-out cross. That is Skippy. Straight nuts. No Gucci, no go. Li Wenxia hounded by Noguchi, fouled on the play. Li Wenxia now on the strike after the first Japanese foul. Yanjing, speedy, right past Harumi for the layup. Third point for Yanjing. China has come to play, that is for sure. Harumi kicks it to Tanaka. Good shot, just short. And now Tsurumi's in trouble. She's not going to win that battle. And Aaron pass now too. China could be looking at a three-point lead here. Wow. Li Yuyan flips it over her head somehow. Tsurumi. Rebounds traced down. I want to get it back to her. Oh, but a foul called on the play. First TV timeout, and China has grabbed the lead in this game. Yanjing's been the main catalyst. Drive in and the soft kiss off the glass. 3 points to lead all scores. Everybody on China has contributed so far in the scoring department. For Japan, we're still waiting on Tanaka and Tsurumi. A lot of two balls up in the air for the Japanese as well. Which again is something we usually see. Japan get the inverse pick and roll. Noguchi takes advantage. Great play. Whenever Tsurumi screens, good things happen. It's very tough to deal with a screen from someone that size. And I say this with all due respect, but she is slightly undersized. That does mean that these things happen. Look at Noguchi getting a clear lane for a layup. The other end, though, it's Zhou into the basket. Size for China counts for a lot of their points. Miyashita almost lost to Wilson herself. Tanaka now 2 on the shot clock, has to take the shot. Miyashita doesn't hang on to the Wilson. Yanjing straight through the defense like a hot knife through butter. It is 9-5. China's up. Tsurumi's lost her defender. Yuyan. Every basket for China is met with roars from the crowd. Tsurumi to separation. Hustle for the loose ball, ends up with China. Yanjing again, this time it's broken up. Miyashita got her hands on it, but China looking at a 4-point lead here halfway through the game. Their offense has been more effective. They haven't even needed Li Wenxia that much. as Li Yuyan has gone to town. And Yanjing is leading everybody with 4. There's Li Wencha. In and out. An offensive rebound by the Chinese. They get Zhu in position to score. Who in Japan is stopping that? I have no answer for you for now. Maybe Japan will in a bit. No good. She snatched back midi work. Wow. All the way in her purse. Li Yuyan. And a whistle on the play. Miyashita called for excessive contact there. You can see the left arm extending and getting a piece of Yuyan. Third foul only on Japan, and the free throw's missed. So China doesn't take advantage. Japan, though, is going to need to work on that offense. It's been a little bit disjointed. How did Sarumi get those steps in? That was a great fake, but the make not there. Miyashita can't draw the foul. Wild attempt. Tsurumi somehow won that battle over Zhu, but Zhu smacks it out of bounds and gets some get back. Despite playing in their 4th game of the day, China is looking like the more energized team here in Chengdu. It must be the home crowd. Tanaka. 3-point shot by Tsurumi, no good. Fresh 12 for Japan, though. Noguchi, she'll get an attempt. Right past the defense. But the flurry of twos that you expect from a Japanese team has just not been there. Meanwhile, Li Wencha contributes from that distance for China. 13-8. Yanjing with the kick. Li Wencha rewards that with a 2-ball and a 5-point lead for the home squad, who looked like they could make their way from the qualifying draw all the way to the knockout rounds. 3:37 left in the game. It's been Noguchi only for Japan, and they're looking for answers outside of hers. There's been no support. Noguchi with 5 out of 8 points. And Japan has relied heavily on one-on-one offense instead of what we usually see from them. A lot of movement, a lot of screening, a lot of running. There's the running. Miyashita. And now Zhu involving herself in some pick and pop action, and pops into 2. So China getting way more potent offense right now, although Miyashita's just woken up. Li Wencha. Wow. Screen after screen after screen after screen. The Japanese lost Zhou. Yoshida with the hezzy. Scoop. Nuh-uh. China secures the board. Going into that screening game again. Wencha, Li. Wow, I don't know what happened there. Zhu and Li with some miscommunication. And too much heat on the pass. It will be a turnover. But China's putting a clinic on here. Getting a lot of things out of chemistry, out of team play. Inverse pick and roll with Tsurumi again. This time it's Tanaka. And now Japan is missing layups. Tsurumi here expends a foul. That's the 4th on Japan in a 6-point game. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Yanjing brings the ball down to her knees before shooting. But she's hit a couple already. This one not yet. Lee Yu-yan. If Japan's not careful, this could be a blowout. .204 on the clock. 7-point lead for China. We're looking primed to punch their ticket into the the knockout rounds. Japan takes too long and turned the ball over with a shot clock violation. Lee Wensha working behind the screen with the crossover. Tanaka holds up on defense on that possession. Now it's Noguchi working on Zhou. Noguchi to the corner. Miyashita. No. And that rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Japan. China will get possession back. 1:30 and some change on the clock. Writing's on the wall in this one unless Japan can miraculously find some offense here. In the last stretch of the game, they'll get a timeout to talk things over. But it's been too much individual creation and not enough 2-point shots down for Japan. Meanwhile, China have been on a chemistry streak connected with passing like this. They're finding the right option every single time. Wensha Lee distributing here to Zhu, popping for 2.
Let's go. Wonderful. All right.
Tanaka with the deflection here. And China will get it back. 2 seconds off the shot clock. Lee Wensha down to the post office. It's broken up a couple of times. Shot clock running out. That shot no good, out of time. So Japan strings together at least a couple of decent defensive possessions here. Now the question is, can they find some offense? Time not on their side whatsoever. A 2-ball here would help a lot. And at least they get a score. 6-point game as a result. Lee Wensha, and again China find the right pass. Pick and rolled into the ground is what Japan are. Tsurumi tasted their own medicine for China. But Japan is fully running out of time here. 18-12. Yanjing pops it from the mid-range. Chases down her own rebound. Lee Wensha. Lee Wensha looking for Zhou. And wow. I hope Zhu Mengyun is getting the lottery ticket tonight. 20-12 China at game point. They do, however, turn the ball over. But we know the outcome of this one. After Zhu Mengyun throws up a prayer and it goes down. China are 1 point away from game with 25 ticks on the clock and are looking to punch their entry into the knockout rounds. Japan looking a little bit deflated right now, had higher hopes coming in. Lose that narrow game to Poland where they were up for 9 minutes and 55 seconds. And now they take a beating by China. And it looks like their campaign here is done. Tsurumi nowhere near a make on that possession. And China can end it now. Yu Yan gets the rock. She gets it to Wenxia. Wenxia to Yanjing. Took a long time to develop this play here. Yanjing steps back. No. Japan takes over. 6 on the clock. And Tsurumi will get one last attempt here. Going to the basket. No one home for China. And that will do it. 20-13 China. The crowd is on their feet as the home team secures a knockout round berth all the way from the qualifying draw. They played from 10 in the morning to 7:30 at night to get it done in front of their people, and they get it. Poland's in first in Pool C, we knew that. China is now in second. Great game by Meng Yanzhu, who ends with 9 points in the paint. And actually a couple of shots from the outside as well, as China take this one 20-13. You enjoy the highlights. We'll be right back to you with the conclusion of Pool B, Germany and Beijing, in just a few minutes.
Coming up next, main draw, game 11. And we
Count it up. We got 2 10-minute sprints left. And this is a play-in game. Don't get it twisted. It is the Germans meeting up with Beijing. Germany lost to Amsterdam 21-17. They got 5 points out of Ama Degbion and Marie Reichert in her return to action after a year's absence from 3x3. There they go, the leading scorers out of that 21-17 loss. But Victoria Porto's the only one to knock down a two-piece. A lone score from the outside from her hands. And despite Sarah Polieros' incredible work on the offensive glass, they still couldn't get the W, meaning they are now facing off with Beijing in a win or go home situation. Tough pool, this one. Amsterdam ruled the day. So we'll see who can join them into tomorrow's festivities. Beijing played an even tighter game against the Dutch. It went all the way to overtime, where they saw Kiki Fleur knock him down with a 2-ball in the final possession of bonus basketball. And of course, Jiting Zhang, the legend, wasn't as involved in the scoring department as I thought she would be. Zhang Jinping did most of the damage for the Chinese. And this is your Chinese team, Feng Yisun and Wang Laizhang as well. This is size meets size. As Germany have a super tall roster, but Beijing, man, they got even more height somehow. I'm not sure how they do it. Marek Maraszewski and Cecilia Montgomery Toth will be calling the game. And let's see if Beijing can get Zhang Jiating going. We mentioned it in our last game. She averaged almost 8 points a game at the Asia Cup on her way to a bronze medal. Today, I think in that first game, she managed only 3 points. And she needs the help of her teammates to put her in positions to score, as she's going to be manning the paint mainly. So hands are being shaken. After this, no friends on the half court. Politeness before the game and after the game, but during the game, you go at each other. Anyway, Beijing start with Feng Yi's son, who led him in scoring in that first game, on the bench. And it's Sara Poleros for Germany that is outside of the half court right now. Jiating to Jiangping. Jiangping pick and pop action, opts for a drive right into Deg Bayong. Now Jiating has it. A lot of screens on that possession for Beijing, but no one rolled to the basket. A lot of pick and pops. Play that took a long time to develop. Reichert coming off a handoff for a 2-ball. Well, this is a new wrinkle. Marie Reichert with a great look. It's Germany on the board first. Zhang trying to respond for China, for Beijing, I apologize. Cannot. Reichert again. Facing up with Jiating Zhang, who gets her team an extra possession with the quick hands. Well, if you want to read Zhang, you've got to throw it up a little bit higher than that. Poros. Oh, the hesitation. Lost her like using Google Maps in China. Reichert coming out with the fireworks here. Not known for a two-point shooting, and then Poros with the in-and-out dribble that freezes Jiating Zhang, who is now on the line after a Germany foul. Poleros over Sun in the paint. That's the mismatch that the Germans can attack. Young Feng Yi Sun, 21 years old. Doesn't bring much size, but specifically doesn't bring a very wide frame. Uh-oh. Disconnect there. Germany lead this thing 4-1 to start. Sun with the screen from Yanping. Yanping. Seen her screen a lot, Yanping Zhang, one of the tallest players in the tournament, but she's just not rolling to the basket. They won Jiating Zhang manning the paint. That's it. So she's playing a pick and pop game. That 2-ball has just not come around. Poleros. Great hands on the catch there, finishes in the paint. And Reichert again, the length, the defense takes over. Now the screening game. Poros trying to get it to Reichert. On the money, that pass. And Germany is clicking. Reichert this time look to get it to Poleros. And Poleros will not be stopped in the paint right now. Is straight going through whoever's in front of her. The Germans are trying to attack the mismatches with Sun Fengyi and Zhang Wanglai. It's working so far to the tune of a 7-1 lead.
Beijing. Beijing.
Reichert to Poros behind the screen. Just off the mark. Zhang now with a mismatch. There's nothing Poros can do about that. Reichert now on the attack against Zhang. Flips it back into a handoff. Poros one-legged. Pressured by the shot clock. Beijing take over. Wanglai. Wanglai. One on the shot clock for Jiangping. It's stifled by Reichert again. The long arm of the German law, Marie Reichert. We're glad to have her back. And she is containing Beijing for now. Germany lead at 7-2 going into the first TV timeout. We've got 3 out of Sara Poleros, 3 out of Reichert under the basket, and a lot of blocked shots. This is what works. Precision passing, German engineering. And Beijing is looking for anything on offense. Meanwhile, you see the QR code in the bottom of your screen. I'll implore you once more to scan it and get involved, get in the game with us. You can get some mini games, you can get some prizes, you can get your picture on the big board out here in Chengdu. Love to see it. So get from the couch to the half court. Meanwhile, Germany, they're not even letting me finish. I'm not sure that's the possession you want as Beijing, as Jiangping is facing up and shooting twos again. I think she'd be better off trying to figure out how to roll to the basket, but that's just me. I'm not on the team and I'm not coaching. So with that much size, that is the advantage you have, although Germany brings some length as well. Wanglai hasn't been able to get her own offense going. Down to Jiangping, and they try to get it going, and then this happens. Man, look at the transition speed on Germany. Zoom, like you're on the Autobahn. Anyway, enough German jokes. They've been better than currywurst. I couldn't help myself. I apologize. Under 6 minutes. We're over 4 minutes into this one. Germany is looking very, very good. Beijing's offense is on a milk carton somewhere. Lost. Beon down to Reichert. Reichert using those extremely long arms to snatch a lot of rebounds underneath that basket. There's a reason this lady won Olympic gold and was one of the, if not the best defender in that tournament. Beon. Poros gets involved here. A clean look at a 2-ball, and that is cash money. Jiangping quiet so far. Got 1 point, but Beijing stuck at 2. Well, Jiangping works for that 3rd point. Poros, and a foul on Zhang Wanglai. Imagine this, Zhang Wanglai last year was a part of the Ulaanbaatar squad. Played in one event on the women's series. It was right here in Chengdu. They came in 5th, and she averaged 8.3 points per game while shooting 10 for 21 on twos. Uh-oh. Beon. Beon is hit, and it looks like she's hurting a little bit. Wow. Turns it right back around and just straight up attacks. Looked like she was hitting the lower back, and she is going to take a seat Amdegbayon grimacing after this take. Got hit in the lower back on the screen, and medical staff's with her. We'll update you on the situation as play continues. Can Beijing get it going somehow? They got a lot of time on the clock. This might help. Reichert. Wow. Big bump. Get out the way, Feng Jisun. Sun has been quiet after leading Beijing in scoring against Amsterdam. 2-ball has not come around for her, and the offense again for Beijing is, I'm not sure where it is. Not here. 4 points total after 6 minutes of play. Reichert leading the way for Germany with 6 points. Degbayon back out there. Making an impact right away to bump in a bucket for Amdegbayon. Using that speed to attack Jiang Ping. Hangs after the hit, finishes up the play. Could be two the old-fashioned way for Amdegbayon, as Germany's back up to a 10-point lead, under 4 minutes to play. And Beijing are left stuck in the mud. They're not even in first gear. The car hasn't started. It's the German engineering, the precision passing that is working. They're trying to hit their size in the paint, get them in position to score. Degbayon last time around on a drive. And the score counts. Beijing take over, but it's looking bleak. Wang Lai, no space for a shot, dribbles out. Soon to Zhai Ting. She can hit those. She can hit those. Sidewinding, high arcing, it doesn't matter. A point is a point. In this case, it's two. Beijing showing some signs of life. Zhai Ting shares it. Wang Lai. Well, that's not good. Undershoots the two. But Zhai Ting Zhang with some OG pick and pop action. Poros shares it. Degbayon to catch. Can't finish the play, but is fouled. It's the fourth on Beijing. And back up to a 10-point lead. And what's been a very dominant performance by the Germans so far. And we're not done yet. Beijing are getting a little bit more offense. Uh-oh. I was going to say, Germans answer every time, but Poleros blows the layup. Float gate. Take that to a kiddie pool somewhere. Germany has to be careful here as Beijing is inching closer. Degbayon. That is exactly what they needed. A timely bucket by Ama. Zhang trying everything. 2-ball didn't come around that time. Poros takes over. Screening game. And Victoria looking to shake Zhang. Yeah, that's a left or right cross that left Zhai Ting in the dust.
Second foul on Team Germany.
Victoria Poros moving left to right. Cooked Zhai Ting Zhang like some Kung Pao chicken. Easy layup for Germany as a result. They are 3 away from game. Sun Fengyi drives, gets herself on the board. Hadn't scored yet after leading Beijing in scoring in Amsterdam. Long line with the good hands. Dump down into Zhang Ping. That works. Difference in the game now down to 8. And a foul on Beijing. They got a lot of fouls to give. Sun didn't want any part of that post up from Poleros. Good positioning on Zhang Ping. Wouldn't Germany would have tasted their own medicine there. Poleros has a mismatch. Poros opts to take it herself. Reichert skies for the board. Somehow keeps it in bounds. I'm not sure how she did that. Saves it while falling out of bounds on one leg, keeping her balance. I'm not sure. Anyway, back to work. Poleros, she's got a 9-5, and it looks like it's 3x3 basketball. 19-10 for the Germans, who are closing in on 21 points here. Mismatch again, Reichert. Going back to the righty hook. That has been cash all game long, and then Beijing turn it over as they are close to exiting the tournament here at the hands of an unleashed Germany that have found their precision, have found the passing they needed. Poros, no one home. She'll finish up the deal, and Germany move into the knockout rounds after a decisive victory over Beijing. They took them apart with passing. They took them apart with attacking the mismatches, positioning in the paint. Their length on defense forced the taller players for China to go and find some success on the outside, which didn't work. And the Germans kept pouring it on. Reichert led the way with 7. But everybody scored over 4 points, so a true team effort. And we'll see Germany again tomorrow in the knockout rounds. We'll see Beijing one more time. It's in these highlights right here. As we get set for the last game of today's action, Yanjing and the Ulaanbaatar Amazon close out Pool A action right here in 7 minutes.
Next, we got our final game here. Day 1 of FIBA 3x3 Women's Series Chengdu 2026. 接下来的一场比赛是今天的最后一场比赛，由燕京队对阵乌兰巴托亚训队。And after this next game, we're going to find out which 8 teams advance to the knockout rounds. As it gets started with 16 teams. In the qualifying draw, 16 became 12. And after this game, we're going to have our final 8.
没错，那么这场比赛结束之后，我们就能知道明天挺进明天比赛的8强8支队伍。那么从最开始的资格赛16支队伍，到后面的小组赛12支队伍，再到明天只有8支队伍能够挺进明天的比赛。
One more. We got one more 10-minute sprint for you. It's Yanjing and Ulaanbaatar Amazons in the final game of today's action. We started at 10 o'clock this morning with 16 teams. We trimmed the field down to 12. And now we'll bring it down to 8. The Ulaanbaatar Amazons struggled mightily to get any points on the board in their first game, but came through down the stretch. New Ed, Dao Maitrong, didn't score in her debut. Missed all of her shots from the floor. Amari Robinson with a double 5. 5 points, 5 boards.
Number 5, Haliun Setsing Paterdeen.
But it was Haliun Setsing Paterdeen that led the way. She had 7 points and a couple of crucial rebounds, especially on the offensive glass down the stretch. The Warrior Princess couldn't really find any offense, only 3 points for her. But this is your Ulaanbaatar Amazon squad for this event. They are 1-0 in the driver's seat in Pool A. That is not fully decided yet. They'll be playing a team that scored 17 points and lost to Mongolia. Liu Jiazi had 2 of those 17. A sizable Yanjing squad with Wang Xinyang, who was the second leading scorer, 6 points for her. There's your leading scorer, Wang Yue. And some more size for you. Wang Yunya. They couldn't quite get her going in that first game. Only 2 points and 4 rebounds for her, as Yanjing got out rebounded by the Mongols. And they're looking to turn things around here. They'll need a win. That's a start. So if they can get a W, they have a chance. We'll get you updated on the rest of the situation as we continue this matchup. But they'll need a win, that's for sure, and they'll need to put some points on the board. This pool is still very much undecided, with the Ulaanbaatar Amazons not scoring much in their first game. Mongolia also not scoring much. So as you can hear, I'm trying to pull up the scores here. I didn't have them in front of me. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, here we go. Ulaanbaatar is at 15 points after 1 game. Yanjing is actually ahead of them. So in case they get a win, they'll move on automatically. Waiting in the wings is Mongolia, who are at 31 points after 2 games. So the outcome of this game will matter to them as well, as both teams could still pass that mark. And again, the tiebreaker in a 3-way tie scenario, which is what would happen if Yanjing wins here, is points scored. Anyway, we're ready to get going. Last 10-minute sprint coming at you from Chengdu, right underneath the Twin Towers. Let's get it going.
All right, let's go.
Yanjing start with the rock, and Ulaanbaatar take it from him right away. Not a good start. Anyway, Robinson to the rack, big steps, no make. And her and Yunya are going to be clashing underneath in that paint. What a score. Wang Yue somehow snuck that through. Kulan a high arcer. But the 2-ball for Kulan has been missing a little bit. Somehow, some way she snuck that through. I don't understand it. And I don't think you do either. But it counts. That's what matters. Backdoor cut, Kulan. for 2. Adian Setseg, so offense is going a lot smoother for Ulaanbaatar this time around. Good hands by Adian Setseg. The Amazons take over. Kulan to Adian Setseg, who's on the same drive we just saw, and the same result follows. We're tied at 3. Wang Yue. That wasn't close. I said the 2-ball for Kulan didn't quite come around in that first game. She was actually the only one to hit one for the Amazons. She was 1 of 3. Everybody else combined for 0 of 6. So I had to rectify myself there. Apologies, Kulan. We continue play with a foul on the Amazons, or bring in their usual physical defense. We knew that was going to happen. That is their calling card. You can see here, Robinson would rather take a foul than let Liu get to the hoop. Wang says, I don't care about your defense. Slides right past everybody. Slide to the right. Scoop shot down. Adian Setseg, no. Did I mention the 2-ball for Ulaanbaatar hasn't quite materialized? Wang Yue has shown us some stuff today, man. Leading scorer for Yanjing. She's been super good. Liu. And Strong who takes it over. Adian Setseg twists, but too much jelly on that. Yunya gets her cookies took. And another miss from Adian Setseg, this time a whistle on the play. Adian Setseg to the stripe for a free throw. Of course, a part of that magical run that we saw last year at the World Cup, where Mongolia shocked the world and beat the United States of America on their way to a silver medal. Wang Yue does not give a, well, I won't finish that sentence, but she doesn't care. She is straight going to work. Yanjing are actually up against the Amazons right now, 5-4, 2.5 minutes in. And Wang Yue's got 3 points. Yunya can't quite get through Amari Robinson, but we'll get a foul out of her. Physicality meets physicality. And Wang Yunya and Amari Robinson clash. Yunya finishes the play with a free throw. Yanjing is up 2. It's wrong. Still scoreless in her debut. Wang Yunye, the shuffle pass. And Yanjing is now up 3. Look, this is an inexperienced 3x3 team, newly formed squad. They go up against a team that we know can perform in Ulaanbaatar, but Ulaanbaatar's offense has been a little bit rough today. Specifically the 2-ball, which is a piece they lean on heavily. Meanwhile, Kulan sends it packing. 2-ball up in the air, and you know what? There goes that announcer's jinx again. Kulan and Ulaanbaatar. Right as I say, Ulaanbaatar is struggling with the 2-ball. Drains one from range, and the Warrior Princess ties it up at 7. Oh, getting some pictures on the fan wall here. While the teams are going into that first TV timeout. Wang Yue has done most of the damage for Yanjing, whether it be scoring or distributing. We saw Liu knock down the 2-piece. But Yue's speed has been tough to contain. Kulando in the last possession with the rejection and then the make from the corner, so we are all tied. 6:30 left on the clock. A lot of things can happen in this pool. Big shot just off the mark. Xinjiang couldn't quite get it. Trong. Setseg, guys are back. Kicks it. Trong now from deep. Robinson. And she misses. Oh me, oh my. Foul called on the play though, so Amari Robinson will head to the stripe. But this is that foul. The second only on Yanjing. Robinson, 3 of 4 from the free throw stripe so far today. This is the attempt. It's out of bounds. Looks like Yanjing touched that last. Actually, never mind. I don't have an eagle eye. Referee Okoch was right on top of it. And Liu for 2 again. Second time she's setting this place on fire with a long-range shot. It's 18-year-old Liu Yayi sidesteps, strokes, and scores. Robinson. Setseg. That right-hand flip on the left side of the basket is something special. Need a lot of dexterity for that. Anyway, Robinson takes over. Ball not cleared. Ulan asks for a screen. Pounded by Yue. Crossover. Ulan left her in the dust. Ulan's Mad Maxing out there, leaving Yue Wang in the dust with a cross, and then to finish to boot. Spin cycle. Broken up by the Warrior Princess, who's now fouled as well. All the emotions for Ulaanbaatar right now, as they finally hit some momentum here, it feels like. High post action, inverse pick and roll for Robinson going down to Setseg. I like the play call, but another miss. Yunya back down to Liu. Well, never mind, that is, well, it is Liu. Quick answer, Ulaanbaatar. Scores tied at 10. Liu, why not? Wrong, behind our back is held up. Yunya didn't know where that ball was going. But Long will get her team a fresh 12 seconds. Check the ball. Up at the top of the arc. Robinson takes his seat. Yunya on the side for Yanjing. Setseg. As their eyes set on the hoop, kicks it. Ulan, second two-piece. But only iron. Yu. Big Xinjiang. And now a foul. Ulan is a little bit upset about that. Felt like she was the one being held up. Couldn't quite tell from that angle. Screening action, Xinjiang to Yunya. Wrong. Loses to Wilson. Ulan almost gets it back, but it's with Yue. Down to Yunya, overshoots the pass though. A turnover on Yanjing. And we've gotten to our second TV timeout. A lot of things, as mentioned, can happen in this pool. Ulaanbaatar wins, we know what happens. They're through in first, Mongolians in second. Yanjing win, we have to get the calculators out. Virtually, that would mean right now Yanjing is in, and the Mongolian team would be in as well, as they're at 31 points. If both teams get over that 31-point mark, they're both in, and Mongolia is out. Anyway, that's in case of a Yanjing win, of course. Too many scenarios. We'll get you updated at the end of this game. For now, the action continues. Robinson getting it to Kulan. Almost lost it. 3 on the shot clock. Kulan to the rack. Loses Yunya. Medi pull up. The Warrior Princess is getting her team ahead. Ulan has it again. Shares it. Robinson under the basket is held up. That is the 5th foul on Yanjing. Setseg has the mismatch now. They get it down to the paint. Adiyun Setseg jumps into the contact, gets fouled. And she will take a trip to the free throw shrine. Yanjing now in trouble when it comes to fouls. They're at 6. So they are right at that dreaded bonus. Yeah. Overshoots it. Xinjiang can't get to it. Trong comes back out. Ulan takes a seat. Ulaanbaatar hold a 2-point lead going into the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Anything's up in the air still in the pool. Trong. Steps back, Trong. Still looking for that first score. Adiyun Setseg, no. Trong takes over. A lot of offensive rebounds on Ulaanbaatar. They are one of the better rebounding teams in the field. Truong, no. Everything she shoots is just a little bit short. Might be the nerves in the women's series debut, and Yunya is told to go send packing. Take it elsewhere. Here's the pass, and there's Adiyun Setseg flying in. 7 on the shot clock for Yanjing to work with. Strong, the board. Screening game with Robinson. Beautiful pass. That was right on the money. Oh, they leave Ye wide open. Both defenders for the Amazons went under the screen. Kulan, though, two-piece of her own with a quick answer for the Mongolians. A warning for delay of game extended to Yanjing now. But where they get a big 2-ball out of Ye, it's Kulan that answers with a 2-piece of her own. She's got 2 of those knocked down in the game. Ulaanbaatar have a 3-point lead into the last 2 minutes. Liu wanted to change that. Wang Xinjiang, no. Wang Yoi to the basket was working early for Yanjing, but they have not gotten back to that as they've settled for a lot of 2s in their last few possessions. Ulaanbaatar has profited. Adiyun Setseg wants to get involved from range. All the way from the Gobi Desert. 2 points, Ulaanbaatar. Now they have a 5-point lead all of a sudden. Pick and pop, or pick and roll, I apologize, to Xinjiang, who hadn't scored yet. But is now on the board. Adiyun Setseg, no. Offensive rebound, yes, ma'am. Xinjiang off the mark. Adiyun Setseg saves it. It's with Kulan now. Assesses the situation, looks at the clock. Right down the middle of the lane. The Warrior Princess has got 8. Actually, more than that. I'm mixing up my scores. Kulan working on a 9-piece. Bardardine Arinsetseg as well. Kulan down to the paint. Robinson. Yanjing can't foul. Robinson doesn't finish, but gets it back. No cleared, as Yanjing had gotten possession. One hand on the ball is enough for that. Timeout on the floor. 50 ticks to go. Ulaanbaatar with a comfortable lead, driven by their 2 stars. Arinsetseg Bardardine with a 2-piece here, and Kulan and Ulaanbaatar. Both of them have 9. Robinson has 1, Thrung has none. It's been all offense for the Amazons, and they have stifled Yanjing's early efforts here in the game. And are now 2 away from locking up a first seed in Pool A. This is your number 1 seed coming in. Jin Yang steps back, no space for a shot. Yoon Ye cleans up the mess. 35 ticks left. Arinsetseg takes a long time, but it gets down. 1 point away from game are the Mongolians. Liu. That 2-ball could have been big. Now it's Kulan taking over. Arinsetseg and Kulan are the only offense here. She takes the separation, and the 2 balls off the mark. Arinsetseg, though, will be fouled and sent to the strike. We could get 2 players with a 10-piece in the game. I am not sure if I've ever seen that. Arinsetseg with a make here will put her team at the 21-point mark, but will secure 10 points. And that'll do it. 21-14. It's the Amazons that take a dub. They found their range about halfway through the game. Their offense started clicking. Their defense started humming. They got themselves a lot of extra possessions. They win the pool. Their sisters from Mongolia are looking on happily, as they're also moving on. We'll get you all the pools, don't you worry. We'll get you all that in a second here, but this was a 21-14 victory for the Ulaanbaatar Amazons, and we'll see them again tomorrow in the knockout rounds. We will not see Yanjing again, outside, of course, of the beautiful highlights put together by our team. You enjoy those, as Coach T. Sir has somewhat of a smile on his face. A little bit, I guess. I'll see you right back here for the look at pools and all the stuff you need to know for the action tomorrow. Stick a stay. That will do it for today's action. We started with 16, brought it down to 12. Now we are down to 8 teams left in the field here in Chengdu. It was a heck of a day with a lot of great results. These are your pools and results. Ulaanbaatar move on undefeated. Amsterdam, Australia, and Poland as well. We'll see Mongolia, Germany, the USA were confirmed, I think, to play with 4 players tomorrow. We'll talk about that more, of course, tomorrow. and China move on, and no longer will be seeing Beijing, Yanjing, Japan play. This is the bracket. Ulaanbaatar meet up with China, Australia, and Germany in a heavyweight clash. Amsterdam meets up with a fully stocked United States squad, and Poland and Mongolia go at it in a rematch of the semifinals of the World Cup last year. My goodness. You better tune in. It'll be a heck of a day, not just for the women's. We'll not start the knockout rounds for women's at 2 o'clock local time. Of course, I'll see you there. But you know what? Tune into the World Tour as well. The men's, they start the action here in Chengdu tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. I will see you there. 10 a.m. sharp. No matter where in the world you are, I will see you then.